choose a precise technological tool so that we can very well tackle them in such a way that they are going to benefit out of our teaching. We should be in a position to know their minds so that we can observe, create, learn, and apply so that they can very well be with us. So, with these words, I would like to invite Dr. B. Uma Maheshwari, Assistant Professor of Botany, and to her credit, she has published 5 articles in journals and extended her service to the community as the Program Officer of the NSS. And she has also received the Best NSS Program Officer in the year 2018, and it was given by Akshayam Seva Trust, Salem. And she is very much energetic. She is very much energetic and artistic. She used to break records in making fur toys, bio jewelry, silk thread jewelry, and she has also got a green thumb. So with these words, I once again invite Dr. B. Uma Maheshwari to present her topic, Effective Online Teaching and Learning Tools and Digital Skills for Smart Teaching. Dr. Uma Maheshwari, the floor is yours.
Thank you, ma'am, for your nice introduction.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. My humble pronouns to revered Ambas, esteemed Madam Principal, respected Controller of Examinations, my dear colleagues and staff members of other institutions. A pleasant good afternoon to all. Today, I'm going to discuss with you about effective online teaching and learning tools and digital skills for smart teaching. The education world is moving to online space, and so do the stakeholders too. When the students are shifting to online learning mode, the teachers too need to do their part. There might have been cases where teachers might face issues adopting the new techniques and methodology. This is where online teaching tools come to rescue the educators. The online teaching tools not only help educators in engaging their students, but also transforming the learning process and interactive one. Due to growing technology in the education system, teachers experience various challenges in teaching students for better learning outcomes. There are multiple tools available for teaching in the online learning platforms. For choosing the right tools is very important. Most educators are using the latest technologies and tools for effective teaching so that there is a lot of fun and interactive learning experience among the students. Online teaching tools have changed the methods of teaching for the better. The educational institutions are growing at an alarming rate. So is tremendous scope of online tools for teaching. Teachers are finding these tools more effective as it eases their teaching and provides the best learning opportunities for the students. So let us go through the effective online teaching and learning tools for modern educators. So keep in mind to start a journey. So 4 steps are to be followed. Be master in your subject, irrespective of which subject you teach. Second, learn and practice digital tools is very important. Day one experiment will not work. And third one is decide learning activity and then tool. So first we have to decide the learning activity, so which is to be made and that the students should learn, and then we have to decide the what tools we are going to use. So it requires a lot of time. And last, whatever you learned, review once and repeat. So there are nearly 150 tools that are used for regular, and it's impossible to learn all the tools, but can learn one or two and use it efficiently in the class. Tools can be categorized into two. So one is the synchronized tool and the other one is asynchronous tools. So the synchronized tools are where the students interact with a live trainer or facilitator and other students. So in asynchronous, so the students, they learn independently and potentially in isolation. Learning in synchronize is scheduled and has a fixed start time and end time. So in asynchronous, the learning is available anytime and potentially anywhere. So learning in synchronize is linear, whereas in asynchronous, it may be linear or freedom. So here I have given the examples of the synchronized tools. So now we will be familiar with all these. So it is not important that we should know everything. So at least one, we should know it well. So the synchronized tools are Google Meet, Cisco WebEx, GeoMeet, Zoom, Big Bubble Button, Facebook Live, and YouTube Live. So the next is the asynchronous tools. So this is the learning management systems where we have used. So we'll be more familiar with these modules, Google Classrooms, Microsoft Teams, etc. So mostly these tools are free and some are paid, which provide unlimited time. So one of the tool is mandatory and that can be used. So it is important that one of the tool to communicate with the student and one of the LMS supported by our institution is most preferred, and more benefit you get it once when these two are ready. So the next, we have seen the basic tools. So now, let us see what are the steps to be done in online teaching and learning. So the first important thing is the digital safety and ethics. So students, teachers, and the parents. So they need the digital safety as well as the ethics. So we have to be very smart, alert, strong, and brave enough. So first, smart enough to share with care, and we have to be alert so we don't fall for fake, and we have to strong to secure your secrets, and brave enough when in doubt and talk it out. So the second thing is, so the faculty, they look into online world is to learn basic tools. It comes under G Suite, which has collection of Google apps. So the Google app is a collection of Google application focused on productivity, collaborations, and communication. So these are the basic necessary things we should know. Google Drive apps, Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Slides, Google Forms, Google Sites. The Google Drive apps, so it is used to share our resource. Google Docs, so where we can save the documents, and collaborative work with the students can be done, and even the voice typing can be made. The Google Sheets, so it is used for data analysis and result analysis. Google Slides for presentation, Google Forms for quizzes, Google Sites, so to create a portfolio. So here I have given the links to know about and can start learning. where Google, it offers 8-week programs to learn all these tools. So at the bottom, so I have given a link so where you can sign in and learn it with free of cost. So we have seen the basic tools. So now let us see the other tools. So communication tools. Remind is a platform that allows to send reminders to students, other teachers and parents. It is useful with respect to students in completing their tasks within a given deadline. Next, the Edmodo. It is a tool that allows to connect with your students, colleagues and parents. You can create groups to share and receive the study material, access students' performance, and communicate with parents. It helps in improving the personalized learning experience for the students. Skype is a video conferencing tool that allows to communicate with students and experts all over the world for effective communication and learning. You can deliver lectures or invite guest lecturers to impart knowledge and skills to your students. The next is the Google Hangouts. So it is a communication tool which allows us to communicate with students, take live classes, share information or files, chat and collaborate for effective teaching practices. So next coming the teaching tools. Animoto is an ideal tool for creating videos and presentations for teaching. It is helpful to prepare the video in a few minutes for the class and make it interesting by inserting images, video clips, music along with the text. Canva, it is an amazing graphic tool where we can design graphics and create visuals and infographics for the content. Storybird is a tool which helps us in telling story to the students and ask them to write a story by using artistic books found on the page. Pearzy is an app that allows to prepare presentations which can be moved any place rather than moving in a linear fashion. Classroom management tools. Trello, it manages our projects and tasks with respect to academics and managements. It helps to manage time efficiently by creating lists in an organized manner. Greyhound. So this is a tool which helps to manage a class, organize content, assignments and assessment. It will create a proper planner for adding classes, assignments, events, notes, gradings. WeTransfer. So this is a tool which helps to transfer large files very quickly and easily. It is very easy to upload the files and send them to students or other colleagues to their email IDs. Next, the Google Classroom. So it is an important tool to communicate, organize and manage time. It allows to assign tasks, encourage collaborations and communicate. Next, the content tools. SlideShare. It is an interesting tool where we can create slides for students and share it with them for effective learning. We can share documents, PDF files of any study materials, presentations and many more. 5-minute lesson plan. So this is an effective tool that allows to create lessons within 5 minutes. Suppose you had no time in preparing for lessons for the class, and in such a case, a 5-minute lesson plan can do great wonders. Google Docs. So this is an excellent tool for creating content and collaborations. It saves the document automatically and multiple users can review and comment at the same time. VideoScribe. So it is an interesting tool which allow us to create whiteboard style animations. We can add images, text and voice to the animation. This will help in engaging students in their effective learning experience. So next comes the assessment tools. Edpuzzle helps to access students' performance. We have to choose a video on the platform and create questions for students. We can easily assess their performance with a short video. Kahoot. So this tool is used to create learning games or quiz in a short period of time. Socrative. So this allows to access the students based on their knowledge. It is a fun tool that engages the students while taking tests. Formative. So this is an assessment tool which allows us to create assignments and get live results from the students. So next, the administrative tools. Live binders. So this tool allows us to easily upload the notes, presentations, documents and reading materials under an organized platform. It can help students and even parents to go through the information for tracking their progress. Talking points. It is a multilingual testing tool that allows to communicate with parents in more than 100 different languages about students' learning experience and their progress. Schoology. It allows to create content, plan and design lessons for the students. Dropbox. So this tool, it helps in assessing, sharing and organizing files and content. Content organization tools. Google Course Builders. So this is an excellent tool which allows to create content planning and other related materials which makes teaching process easier. Common Curriculum is a tool which helps us to plan lessons by collaborating with others and design calendar for the lessons. Planboard. So this is an effective tool that simplifies lesson planning. Pocket. So it is an amazing tool that helps to bookmark your content such as articles, videos, images, documents for further reference. Online resource tools. YouTube. Everyone is aware of and very easy to use. There are millions of videos related to education. We can use those videos for preparing for lessons or show students for their better understanding of the concept. EduClipper. It is a platform that allows to share and explore the study materials. We can collect information for our content and share it with others. It also provides opportunities for virtual classes with our students. So next, TED-Ed. It is an excellent platform to collect teaching resources in the form of video. Teach, Learn, Lead. In this platform, we can access resources, share ideas, and connect with people for educational purposes. So the next is collaboration tools. VoiceSpread. So this tool, it helps us to allow to create and collaborate work on content, images, pictures among the students. Real-time board. So this allows us to invite the students and collaborate with the whole class for effective learning experience. Wackaroo. So we can use this Wackaroo to create audio recordings and embed the recordings into the presentations slideshows. We can ask the students to collaborate and work together by sharing ideas with each other. Google Groups. So this is a platform that allows to create an online community and collaborate with colleagues, students, or school management. Feedback tools. Answer Garden. It allows to check a feedback provided by the students on questions. Class Kick. It is a tool which helps us to post assignments for the students and provide feedback for the same. With this, students can check on their progress. Spiral. So this tool, it allows to access to formative assessment feedbacks. Verso is a tool which helps to set learning using URL space for showing the directions to the students, and students can post the comments for each other's assignment. So the presentation tools. So here I have given some of the links which you can use this, and it is free of cost, and you make your presentation tools more active and effective. So for the templates, we can use the SlideGo, the SlideMania, and for images you can go for Upsplash. So and the fonts, so here I have given the links, and for the icons also. So these are the free tools which is available. So coming to the mind mapping. So mind mapping, it enables to create the visual diagrams on your ideas. So here I have given some of the links, where you can go and work out your ideas with the mind mapping. So for example, the Canva and the MindMaster. So this gives an excellent mind mapping. So for your subjects, you can use it in your presentation. So this is an example of the mind map, which has been done in the MindMaster. Instant activity. So this can be done during your online teaching learning process. So here also I have given some of the free links. So where with the help of these things, you can make your class an interactive one. Create your own video tutorials and explanatory videos. So the screencasting and the Powtoon, it helps to create our own video as well as explanatory videos to be shared during our online classes. Teachers everywhere are looking for more efficient ways to complete their work, but also fun ways to engage their students in the learning process. So the Google Chrome, it plays an important role here. So it is the applications that runs inside the Chrome browser and provide additional functionality, integrations with third-party websites or services, and customized browsing experience. The benefits of these Chrome extensions are, we can make things simple, more accessible, more visible, and more convenient. So here I have given some Google extensions for teachers which can easily be installed into your Chrome browser and accessed with the click of a button. So for this, you can open your page, the Google page. So if you're typing Chrome Web Store, it enables the extensions. So there you can search the extensions and you can install it or add to your extension. So the first Chrome extension is Grammarly. So this Grammarly extension, so it helps to start the grammar getting easier. It quickly identifies the grammar and spelling mistakes and shares the suggestions on improving our writings. VMaker educators, so they can record their screen to use it in their lectures. It has advanced features like screen annotations, which can be useful for highlighting important areas. There is no limit on recording durations. Next is Kami. So we can make teaching fun by transforming any document, PDF or image and collaborating with our students through drawings, videos and audio recordings. Voice and voice typing. So this is an extension used. So where we have a lot of writings. Instead, we can use our voice for typing the text. We can dictate more than 40 different languages on any website of our choice. Read aloud. At times, reading the student's assignment on the screen, so it can put a strain on our eyes. Read aloud does the task for us by reading the content. So there are options to change the voice, speed, pitch, and volume inside the tool. Insert learning. Insert learning, it allows to add instructional content to any web page. So teachers can insert questions, discussions on any websites and ask students to share their thoughts. We can use insert learning to turn any website into an interactive learning experience. One tab. This tool is helpful when we have the habit of...
Sorry to interrupt, Dr. Uma. Your slide is not visible. Please share your slides. We are not able to see your slides.
Yeah, I've kept it open.
Yeah. But we are able to see only
now only it is not visible?
Yes. Just see to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a minute, I'll check it.
And now it is okay, Uma.
Oh, okay. But it is closed for me. Wait.
Yeah, that's what. You have to on it. Yeah. Now it is okay, Uma.
Okay.
But you have to come to that slide. Yeah.
Yes. Now is it visible?
Yes.
Okay. One tab. So this is a tool which is helpful when we have the habit of opening multiple tabs in the browser. So it collects all the open tabs and convert them into a list. So next time, when we select the list, so it helps us to open all the tabs. Web Paint. So this is an extension solely meant to make learning interactive by adding drawings and annotations to web pages. We have a lot of options to choose from paint tools and customize the size and color too. This might be a good tool for us for marking up a lot on the text. Mercury Reader. So the Mercury Reader extension for Chrome, it removes the ads and the distractions and leaving only the text and images for a clean and consistent reading view on every site. uBlock Origin. This extension is used for content filtering, including the ad blockings. Pocket. So this allows to save the articles, videos and websites that we want to visit later. So this is a wonderful resource for keeping track on items we want for further lessons or professional development. DuckDuckGo. This indicates the unprotected Google search. So, and finally, coming to the last one about the extensity. So if we have any trouble in managing the extensions in the toolbar, so then we can streamline using extensity. We can also switch extensions on and off based on our needs and keep only the most necessary ones on the toolbar. So now I'll discuss with you about two skills which we can use in our online teaching. So one is the Jamboard and the other one is the Powtoon. Ma'am, is my screen is visible?
Yes, yes, Uma, your screen is
Okay.
visible. But
Okay.
only your voice is breaking. Only your voice is breaking.
Oh, let me increase my volume.
Yes.
Okay, so today we are going to learn about a digital interactive whiteboard. So that is the Jamboard. So in the Google, so if you type Jamboard, so a screen opens like this and you can find Jamboard Google. So you can click this. So you can find the Google Jamboard. So this Google Jamboard, so this helps us to quickly pull in the image from a Google search, save work to the cloud automatically and use it readily. We can use some handwritings, some shapes can be incorporated and some diagrams and some of the images. So we can directly download from the Google and we can use it effective manner. So when you're giving this Jamboard, so it opens a page like this and at the end of this you will be getting a plus sign. I couldn't see that sign. So are you able to see a plus sign at the bottom of the screen?
No, Uma, we are not able to see that.
Ma'am Selva, ma'am, I have a problem in this. So I have told
Okay.
you no. So I will share this. Okay.
Okay, okay. Yeah.
Already prepared slides I have. So I'll share with it.
Okay, okay.
So are you able to see this?
Yes, we are able to see that, ma. Yeah.
Okay, so this is a screenshot which I have taken. So how to use the Jamboard. So I'll explain with this. So here you're first getting into the Google. So there you can type Google Jamboard. So you get as a Jamboard Google. So when you're clicking this, so you will be getting the next page like this. So at the bottom, so you will be have a plus mark. So when you're opening a new or when you're entering or now only you're going to practice about this Jamboard, so it will be asking an option to sign in. So you have to sign it with the Google account or your mail or any Facebook account, you can get signed in. So after signed in, so it will be giving a blank page and at the bottom, so you can find a plus mark. So when you're clicking that plus mark, so that will be entering into this page. So where you can find, let me zoom it. Yeah. So you can find a page like this. So where several options are seen here. So here, this is the zoom option and this is to set the background and this is a clear frame. And here some of the tools are present. The first one, it is the pen. So we have pen, highlighters, the markers, and along with it, the colors will be shown. So the second tool is the eraser. So if you want to erase, so you can use this, and if you want to place the arrow mark, so you can place this arrow, and this you can search any. So this is a sticky note. So where you can use in your whiteboard, and the next one it is the image. So where you can directly add your images. So either you can upload it or from the Google, so you can search the image and you can download it. And the second one, it gives us some shapes. So it may be a circle, rectangle or a triangle. And then we have the text box. Then at the side, so you have 3 points over here. So that I'll say later. And here you have 1, 2, so this is the frame. So where you can go to the next frame. So when you're clicking this set background, so we have defaultly a different colors will be appearing here. So you can change the background. So now when you're clicking the sticky note, so it will be open like this and it has various colors. You can see this, you can choose the colors. So you can type something here so that you can add it to be as a sticky note in your images. So now, so this is the image option is present here. So at the top, so you can find, so either we can directly download it from the Google. So like this, the screen will be visible as an upload, camera, the Google images, the Google Drive or the Google Photos. So if you want to directly, so choose an image from the Google. So we can click this and you can type here. And I have given a topic here as a Markantia Thales diagram and I have chosen the image from here. So here the image has been pasted and you can increase the size. So you can zoom in and out so that you can increase the size of this image, and with the help of the pen, so I have written the heading. And here if you are clicking, so there the 3 points you can find, so which it shows the duplicate or the delete options can be seen. So here this is the sticky note, so where I have prepared, so and I have kept some images regarding to the subject, and some content matter also can be added here. So here, so you can choose the different colors for the sticky notes, and you can also highlight some of the important points over there, and you can place the images, and with the help of this text box, so you can type these, the headings. And here you can also assign some work to your students by pasting this link to them. So here, so I have just with the help of a sticky note, so I have typed some matter here, and at the background, so I have chosen the color, and when you choose it, the background automatically it changes. So here, so I have selected a flower image, and here, so if you want to add a sticky note, I have added, and I have mentioned it to be as the different parts of the flower. And then here you can find three dots. So when you are clicking it, so we can rename this, we can download this file as an PDF, we can save the frame as an image, so we can remove or we can copy it. So these options are available here. And the share option is also available. So now you can rename this file. So if you click, so you can rename the file. So if you're keeping your cursor in the assignment of the mark and share here at this place, so if you're clicking, so automatically it will ask you to rename. So there you can rename it. So with the help of this share option, so you can share. You can share this interactive whiteboard with your students, and you can also get a link. So when you click this share, so this page will be displayed. So you can share to your students, or you can get a link and you can also share this. You can copy the link. So after doing your work, so everything, so you can have in your friend pages. So like this. So here also, if you have not renamed the files there, so here also you can rename the files and you can also download it. So this is the cursor, so which I have told you first. So if you want to add or you want to go and work again, so if you are clicking this plus button, so it will take you to a new page. So in such a way, so you can use this Jamboard and use as an interactive digital tool or the whiteboard for your classes. So the next thing what we are going to learn is about the Powtoon. Just a minute, I'll share you. So the next one which we're going to learn is about the Powtoon. So this Powtoon is a powerful tool for creating animated videos and presentations. So this helps to design the professional videos for business and educational purpose. So it is an excellent tool for creating animated videos and presentations. So the provisions of a professional look and feel. So this is a simple user interface, readily usable templates are available, and it is a time saving and get an artistic video in just 20 minutes. So it supports for several backgrounds, props, sounds, images, videos, characters, voiceover and scenes. So it is an integrated with products like YouTube and Facebook. Linga ma'am, can you share me this video?
Yes, Dr. Uma, she'll be sharing it. I have informed her.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Yeah, I have informed her. Dear participants,
Ma'am, shall I try?
yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, one
Okay,
second,
okay.
I'm sharing, ma'am.
Yeah, you
Okay,
can
okay.
share it. Yeah. Dr. Lika, you can share it.
Okay.
And Dr. Uma, you just want
Yes.
her to click the link.
Yeah.
You can instruct Linga so that she will just do it. Yeah. Okay.
Hope my screen is visible, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So this is an animated video.
Can I please play, ma'am?
Yes, yes, ma'am. Ma'am, no volume is there. There is no volume, ma'am.
Dr. Linga, check for the volume.
Ma'am, is it audible, ma'am?
No,
No.
it's not audible. It's not audible.
Yes,
Yeah, it's
ma'am.
very
From the
audible.
first, can you play it? So only 2 minutes video. So from the first, you can play this, ma'am.
Dr. Linga, it has stopped, Linga. Just play it once again, ma. Dr. Linga, it's not working, ma.